Hey y'all, it's Jesse with Green Tick. It's going to be a short video just covering how to do an optics cut for a Glock 43X. This customer has requested that we do an RMSc cut, so that'll cover the Swampfox Sentinel, Holosun 407 and 507K series, Shield RMSc, as well as a couple others. You can check out our website. We've got a complete list of all the available optics that will fit this particular pattern. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call. Contact us on our website. That's www.greenticktactical.com, or leave a comment in the comment section below. Thanks, appreciate you taking the time to watch the video, and have a good day.
One of the most important parts of any optics cut is making sure that the slide is perfectly level and perpendicular to the spindle nose. Once you're happy that that's the case, you need to determine the work coordinate system and find your X, Y, and Z axis. To find the X axis, we almost always use a breech face because it's a perfectly straight, non-contoured edge. If you were to use the back of the sled, for example, you run the risk of your probe or indicator picking up a contour rather than the actual back of the sled. Next, to pick up the y-axis, we first measure the left side and then the right, divide that number by 2, and that puts us dead center in the middle of the sled. Lastly, to determine the z-axis, we simply move our probe or indicator down to the top of the sled. This first operation you're looking at is just a roughing pass. It's a 3D adaptive. The end mill is a 3/8 roughing end mill, and we've sped the video up to save time, but it is a very fast process. I think the entire roughing operation only takes about 50 seconds. This operation is essentially a continuation of the last operation. It's just going one level deeper and cleaning up the areas that the 3/8 end mill couldn't get to. Now that we've got the bulk of the material out of the way, we can start doing a little bit more detailed passes. This here is a 3mm end mill, and it's currently cleaning up the front and back edges. It's going to go over each edge a couple times just to make sure that no material is left behind. And it's then going to go through and carve out the front indexing bosses. And the second pass you're seeing is because we're cutting everything just under or just over, depending on where it's cutting, to accommodate for a finishing process, most likely Cerakote down the line. What you're looking at here is a finishing operation. This is a parallel. It's a 3mm end mill going through with a very small step over, making sure that everything is cut perfectly level, and you'll have a nice finish at the end. This is a simple chamfering operation, just going through putting a nice chamfer on those posts, make sure it's a nice smooth edge. Here you'll see two drilling operations. The first is a spot drill, and the second is a standard drill for the minor diameter of our screw hole. In this case, it's a 440. And the last operation is thread milling. Rather than tapping our holes, we use a thread mill, which essentially interpolates a helical pattern and gives you a perfect screw thread every single time. And before we take the slide off the mill, we'll go through and do a final check. Here you can see them checking, making sure we've got a snug fit. And we need to go through, make sure the screw holes line up just right, and that the threads are fully cut. You can see this near side hole threads down perfectly. Go check the other screw hole. And just like the first, perfect threads on this. Even with one screw, it should be nice and tight. We really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us either in the comment section below, or you can reach us on our website, www.greenticktactical.com. Thank you.